I became a millionaire in my late 20s. So throughout my 20s, I learned a lot of stuff, and there were some investments that I made that were definitely good, and there were some investments that was not that smart. So if you want me to make a video on some of the worst investments that I made, just let me know in the comments. But this one is going to be about the best investments that I made. And these are not going to be some typical crypto S&P 500 index funds sort of things, because quite frankly, I don't think that's a good investment to make if you are in your 20s and if you're just starting out and if you don't have a big capital yet and you just want to kind of like accumulate money first. Which brings me to one of the best investments that I made in my 20s is starting to create content, starting to build social media presence, essentially learning how to create content, learning how to build an audience and stuff. About 3.5 years ago, I started this channel, like 3 years ago. Not this channel, but I have a different channel on YouTube where I talk about AI stuff, essentially just AI tools. I create step-by-step guides on AI, on different AI softwares and stuff. And this channel alone makes me 100K per year with relatively small amount of work. Like I get, there's multiple streams of income that I have on that channel, which is sponsorships. I make money from affiliate commissions on the videos, like from the softwares that I talk about. Obviously AdSense, and I also get paid to make videos for other companies, not specifically to post on my channel, but they ask me to kind of like create videos for them so they can use in their ads and stuff. So this channel alone opened me so many doors, and what it took is just having a phone, having a cheap microphone to get started. So that was one of the best investments, definitely. And another one is starting my personal brand on social media, on Instagram specifically. So that grew to over 500,000 followers now, and I started it with my old iPhone 11 Pro. And essentially everybody has some sort of phone. They could start recording content today, right? And that brand alone, that Instagram page alone, is responsible for me making over $500,000 from digital products, from sponsorships, from all kinds of different things that I essentially was able to sell through that page. As I was growing it, I was building my audience. Not only that, but it opened me so many different opportunities, like in terms of connecting with different people. When I was in Dubai, I filmed a podcast with William Brown. When you have this type of audience, you can literally go anywhere. People want to meet you, people want to pick your brain, people want to network with you. You don't need to chase anybody, right? People gonna be chasing you, DMing you, and that's the position you want to be in. And I think for somebody that doesn't have a bunch of capital to get started, I don't think you even need it. As long as you have your phone, you can start creating content about whatever that you want and make money from it, right? I'm gonna leave a link to a 30-day free course that I made in the past, which gonna send you one new lesson every single day, showing you exactly how to get started with content creation and how to make your first $1,000 as a content creator. Essentially, every day you're gonna get a new lesson, step by step, on what you need to do. So check out the link if you want to. Moving to the second thing, which is gonna be more logical. So I recently bought a house. Now this house is not for me to rent out to somebody. This is for me to live with my fiance. But I think it's an investment in terms of me having a lot more space to create content. It's a pretty spacious house, and I'm gonna be able to create content from different angles, different rooms, different scenes essentially, and different setups. So I'm gonna have multiple different setups throughout the house for all kinds of different content stuff that I have for my AI channel, for my Instagram, for this channel, if if it's gonna work. I'm not sure. But this channel, I have no idea where it's gonna go, to be honest. I have no idea. I'm literally filming in a car parking lot right now. I'm really glad that I took my health serious right from the beginning of my 20s. Until I was 20, I was partying with high school friends and stuff, but as soon as I hit 20, I think I could count on my fingers how many times I was drunk throughout my 20s. Like we talking properly blackout drunk, probably 2 times throughout entire 20s, by the way. So I barely drank any alcohol throughout my 20s. I've not smoked. So that's that. But not only that, but I really dialed into my health. I've tested a lot of different diets throughout my 20s. Some of them, of course, were bullshit. So I stumbled upon the last kind of the most proper diet like 2 years ago, like a year ago maybe, and I dialed it in where essentially all I eat is eggs, fish, meat, raw dairy. So that's the baseline of my food. Yes, sometimes I get off the rails when there's some sort of special occasion. I eat maybe cheesecake, whatever, but that's very, very, very occasionally. And some people tell me that I look like I'm 22, 23, 24. I'm not too, I don't want to toot my own horn right now. I'm gonna be 31 on September. So some people definitely say that I look younger, but that's for you to decide, I guess. It's not that difficult to fix. Just focus on real food, on stuff that is not highly processed. And that's why I like to stick to it, the rule of, if the food didn't came out of animals, some way or form, like dairy, for example, raw dairy came out from animals, whatever, that probably you're eating bullshit, and you're probably not eating something that's gonna satisfy you, and you're gonna just keep binge eating and stuff. Now, the fourth one is relationships. So a lot of people online are gonna tell you that you don't want to find your significant other until you kind of like are good, are financially stable, and set for life. And I think it could be true if you're like just searching for girls and you're distracted. But for me, I found my current fiance when I was 21. I was barely making much money online. I was already doing some sort of online business, but we kind of like went through everything together. So when it comes down to this, be careful to advise that you listen to. You don't want to be a guy who ends up at 35 with a lot of money, but has no meaningful relationships built, and then only then starts building relationships. Like, it's very nuanced topic, so it definitely could be difficult for you to try to like chase girls and build a business at once. I would say just build a business, but also don't neglect people that come into your life. If they're good people, don't just throw them away of your life because you're locked in right now, right? I think a lot of people just try to lock in to the point where don't even want to talk with others, speak with others, and that's good for certain periods, but keep in mind that's not an end goal. That's just a remedy for certain period of time that you need to do it, but don't spend your entire 20s like that. I don't think that's a good idea. You have to build meaningful connections, find friends, whatever, that's gonna be with you for life, because the older you get, the harder it's gonna be to build those meaningful connections. And you don't need a lot, right? I don't have that many good friends. I have a few good friends, my fiance and my family. I don't need crazy social circles. Quite frankly, I am a little bit of an introvert, and I would hate that. I would genuinely hate that. So I love the way I have it right now, and I would not want it any other way. Another one is traveling. So in my 20s, I traveled a lot. I could have traveled much more, but I've traveled quite a bit. I spent time in Mexico, Bali, Thailand, Dubai, Tenerife, Egypt, all kinds of different places. I've been to, I traveled at least 2 times per year, I think, or at least once per year, which is not that much, to be honest, but I'm still glad I did it. I definitely spent about $50,000 just traveling in this time, like at least $50,000. But I think all of that is worth it. So I don't regret any of that. I don't regret a single penny of that, because remembering those experiences right now, especially when it gets cold in the winter, it always makes you warm. It just makes me glad that I did it. Right now, tech equipment, like literally my old MacBook Pro, 2019 MacBook Pro that I have, is the first laptop that I generated 100K in sales. So I think computers, phones, if you're using them correctly, if you're using them to start some sort of online business, is one of the best investments you can make. Just use it. Generally, only two things you need is just a laptop and phone. Don't think that you're gonna need some crazy laptop. Just a decent laptop. I prefer Apple laptops. Is good enough to get started. Okay. So you don't need spec'd out laptops, whatever. Now, self-education is definitely one of those investments that I made, and I'm continuously making as I'm in my 30s now. But throughout my 20s, I was learning a lot of stuff that interests me, and a lot of stuff. So I run an online business, right? But some of the stuff is not, majority of that stuff is not related to online business. In my 20s, whenever I was like making food, going for a walk, I was always listening to something like podcast, stuff like that. And, I learned a lot of just from YouTube. Self-education, man. I didn't read that many books. I prefer to listen to stuff and just learn as I go. And I can't, I don't know about you, but I can't learn when I'm forced to learn something. So the best way for me to learn is first start some sort of project, right? And then as I am building that project, I am forced to learn as I go. So that's one thing. And another thing is just being curious and listening to stuff on YouTube and stuff. Yeah, these were some of the best investments that I made in my 20s. Hope you enjoyed it. And thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one.